Urgent Dallas Cowboys fans, do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Cowboys Nation! Today, we're diving deep into one of the most compelling stories of the NFL season so far. A story that captures not only the resilience and fighting spirit of America's team, but also highlights some crucial questions about focus, consistency, and the road ahead. We're talking about that electrifying comeback victory in Week 12, where the Dallas Cowboys, against all odds, managed to overturn a 21-0 deficit against the Philadelphia Eagles, one of their biggest rivals, no less. This isn't just a victory, it's a testament to the grit, determination, and sheer willpower that this team has been cultivating all season long. And yet, beneath that triumphant surface, there's a story of concern, specifically about star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and his recent struggles with drops. This paradox of excellence and errors, confidence and doubt makes this story one of the most fascinating conversations happening around the Cowboys right now. Now, you might ask, what makes this comeback so significant? Well, for starters, it's a game that will be remembered for its dramatic shifts in momentum, for the way the Cowboys refused to fold after falling behind early in the game. But more importantly, it's a game that has brought to light some critical issues, particularly around Lamb's performance. Despite the win, Lamb's multiple drops, including a crucial one on third and goal that could have given Dallas the lead, have sparked a flurry of conversations among fans, analysts, and the team's own leadership. It's a complex picture, one that involves analyzing Lamb's recent form, his mental state, and the team's overall strategy moving forward. So, what exactly happened in that game, and what does it mean for the Cowboys season? Well, let's start with the revelation. Dallas, after falling behind 21-0 early on, mounted one of the most remarkable comebacks in recent NFL history. The defense, led by players like Micah Parsons, who has been a force all season, tightened up, forcing turnovers and creating pressure that disrupted Jalen Hurts and the Eagles' offense. Meanwhile, the offense, led by Dak Prescott, slowly but surely found their rhythm, orchestrating drives that culminated in crucial scores, including a game-tying touchdown late in the third quarter. But amidst all this, CeeDee Lamb had a game that exemplified the highs and lows of NFL football. With 4 catches for 75 yards, Lamb showed flashes of his incredible playmaking ability. But those 3 drops on 11 targets, 2 of them against the Eagles, brought back old questions about consistency, focus, and mental toughness. Lamb's struggles with drops are not new. They've been a point of concern throughout the season. And now, with 7 drops in total, he's second in the league in that dubious category. It's easy to focus solely on the negatives and highlight the frustration. But let's take a step back and analyze the root causes. Lamb himself admitted that it's a matter of focus, of being present in the moment, of avoiding over. On Tuesday, he told reporters that he's aware of the problem, that he knows what he needs to fix, and that it's mainly about mental discipline. He mentioned that he's been guilty of thinking of doing 2 before 1, which is a common mental trap for playmakers, trying to anticipate the next move instead of focusing entirely on catching the ball. This level of self-awareness is promising because it shows that Lamb isn't ignoring the issue. He recognizes what needs to be done. From a tactical perspective, this kind of mental lapse can be devastating, especially for a receiver who relies on timing, concentration, and trust in his hands. Drops can be contagious. They kill drives, frustrate quarterbacks, and can even influence a player's confidence in subsequent plays. Dak Prescott, for example, has been very supportive of Lamb publicly, emphasizing that Lamb is an incredible player who can bounce back from these setbacks. Prescott's belief in Lamb's talent is unwavering, and he has pointed out that Lamb's responses to adversity in the past have been impressive, citing his resilience after drops and mistakes earlier in the season. Prescott's words reflected deep trust in his teammates' ability to rebound. That's crucial for team chemistry and morale. Now, let's consider the broader context. The Cowboys are currently sitting at a 5-5-1 record, which places them in a precarious position in the NFC standings. They're technically still in the playoff hunt, but with teams like San Francisco, Detroit, and Philadelphia themselves fighting for higher seeds, the margin for error is razor thin. Every game, every play, and every drop counts. The upcoming game against the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving is not just another fixture. It's an opportunity for Lamb to silence critics, for the offense to find rhythm, and for the Cowboys to solidify their playoff ambitions. The Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, are a formidable opponent, especially offensively, and Dallas will need everything they've got, especially from their star players, to come out with a victory. So, how does this game plan look? Well, offensive coordinator Brian Scott has been emphasizing the importance of mental focus and precision. He's been working with Lamb to reinforce fundamentals, encouraging him to stay present and trust his skills. Scott and Hammer has praised Lamb's attitude, noting that he's got that look in his eye and is ready to go play. which is crucial because confidence is a big part of a receiver's success. When a player like Lamb, who is so talented, begins to doubt himself, it can snowball into more drops and mistakes. But the coaching staff and teammates are clearly rallying around him, believing that his talent will shine through. Owner Jerry Jones, always a vocal supporter, echoed these sentiments on the radio, saying, "You can get past those drops real easily when you look at what he's done and what he is. He can catch a football, so we're not going to worry about that." Jones's confidence is a strategic message to the fans and the team, reminding everyone that Lamb's proven track record outweighs a few bad games or drops. It's a way of maintaining morale, especially when the season is shaping up to be a roller coaster of highs and lows. But let's not forget Lamb's situation isn't isolated. It's emblematic of the broader challenges faced by the Cowboys this season. The team's defense has been a revelation at times, with Micah Parsons delivering monster performances game after game. Parsons has been a disruptive force, racking up sacks, tackles for loss, and leading the pass rush with relentless energy. His presence alone can change the course of a game, and his leadership on the field is undeniable. Offensively, Prescott has been steady, but he's also had moments of inconsistency, especially when facing complex defenses or pressure. Yet, the real question now is, can Lamb's mental reset be the catalyst for a stronger finish? The Cowboys have been known for their resilience, and historically, teams that face adversity and come back stronger often turn out to be serious contenders down the stretch. Remember last season when they suffered setbacks but managed to rally and make a deep playoff run? The key difference this year is the added pressure of the NFC playoff picture tightening and the importance of every game in the remaining schedule. With this context, Lamb's ability to overcome his recent drops and regain his confidence could be the difference between a postseason appearance and an early exit. Comparing Lamb's season to other top receivers in the league, he's undoubtedly one of the most talented, but consistency is what separates the elite from the good. His route running, speed, and hands are among the best, but drops can tarnish that reputation if they become a recurring issue. The coaching staff is aware of this, and they are working diligently to help Lamb regain his focus. It's worth noting that in the past, players like Lamb have responded positively to coaching and mental conditioning, which makes fans optimistic about his upcoming performances. Looking ahead, the Cowboys are facing a critical stretch of games. After the Chiefs, they will have to contend with divisional rivals and tough opponents in the NFC landscape. The next few weeks will be pivotal in shaping their playoff destiny. Lamb's mental toughness combined with the team's overall execution will be under the spotlight. The coaching staff's ability to keep the team focused and motivated will also play a crucial role. The balance of offense, especially how Prescott manages his targets and how the offensive line protects him, will also influence how much pressure Lamb and other receivers will face. Now, let's talk about the tactical adjustments. Schottenheimer's offensive schemes have been designed to maximize Lamb's strengths: deep routes, crossing patterns, and quick outs that allow him to use his agility and route running skills. But the key is consistency in catching the ball, which is a mental skill as much as a physical one. If Lamb can eliminate those critical drops, his impact could be even more significant in the coming weeks. His chemistry with Prescott is evident, and the quarterback's confidence in him is clear, which is vital for their success. What can we expect in the future? Well, if Lamb can focus on his fundamentals, stay mentally present, and eliminate those drops, he could have a massive breakout game against Kansas City and beyond. That game could serve as a turning point, restoring faith among fans and adding a new dimension to Dallas's offense. Conversely, if drops continue to plague him, it could become a lingering issue that hampers the team's confidence and pushes them into a must-win situation every week. The mental aspect of football is often overlooked, but for a player like Lamb, it's everything. Confidence, focus, and the ability to handle pressure are what separate the good from the great. And as we reflect on the bigger picture, it's impossible not to draw parallels with past seasons. The Cowboys have always been a team with immense talent and potential, but mental toughness and consistency have often been their Achilles heel. This season, they've shown flashes of brilliance, but also moments of doubt. The story of Lamb's drops is emblematic of that ongoing narrative. A team that can be unstoppable, but sometimes self-sabotages with mental lapses. The upcoming weeks will reveal whether they can learn from these setbacks and turn them into stepping stones toward a deep playoff run. In conclusion, this game's comeback victory is more than just a highlight reel moment. It's a microcosm of the 20,123 Dallas Cowboys season, full of promise, challenges, and opportunities for growth. Lamb's situation adds a layer of complexity, but it also offers a chance for redemption. The team's confidence remains high, and the leadership from Jones, Prescott, and Schottenheimer underscores their belief that they can overcome these hurdles. As fans, we should be excited, but also realistic, recognizing the obstacles, but trusting in the talent and resilience of our team. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Lamb can bounce back and become the dominant receiver we all know he can be? How do you see the team's chances in the upcoming stretch? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead. It's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. Let's take a closer look at the historical significance of Lamb's recent struggles and successes. Over the past few seasons, Lamb has established himself as a cornerstone of the Cowboys' offense, showcasing his ability to make contested catches, stretch the field, and be a reliable target in critical moments. His 2023 stats prior to these recent games were impressive, averaging around 70 yards per game with several touchdowns and clutch plays that made him a favorite among fans. But consistency has been his challenge. Drops, especially on key third downs, have marred his otherwise stellar reputation. This season, he's already up to 7 drops, placing him second in the league, which is a stark reminder that even the most talented players must constantly work on their mental game. Historically, players who have faced similar challenges have often responded with resilience and focus. Think of players like Larry Fitzgerald or Antonio Brown early in their careers. Both faced drops and mental lapses, but eventually became some of the most reliable receivers in NFL history through dedication and mental discipline. Lamb has the talent, the work ethic, and the support system to follow a similar path. The key is how he responds in the next few games. Will he let these drops define him or use them as motivation to improve? That's the question we're all asking. Looking at the bigger picture, the Cowboys' offense has been a blend of explosive plays and frustrating moments. Prescott's leadership has been steady, but he's also shown patience and trust in Lamb, which is crucial. The offensive line has done a decent job protecting Prescott, but pressure from defenses has led to missed opportunities and sometimes inaccurate throws. The run game, led by Tony Pard, has been effective at times, but the focus remains on making the passing game dynamic. Lamb's role in that equation is pivotal. His ability to get open, secure catches, and avoid drops could be the difference between a good season and a great one. In terms of defense, Micah Parsons continues to be a game wrecker, piling up sacks and disrupting offenses with his relentless energy. His presence on the field elevates the entire team and gives them a chance to stay competitive in every game. But football is a team sport, and the offense's ability to capitalize on opportunities, especially those created by the defense, is what will ultimately determine their playoff fate. Lamb's performance, particularly his focus and reliability, will be a major factor in this equation. As we analyze the upcoming schedule, the importance of the Thanksgiving game against Kansas City cannot be overstated. It's a divisional showdown with playoff implications, and the spotlight will be on Lamb and Prescott to deliver. If Lamb can shake off the drops and find his rhythm, it could ignite a winning streak. Conversely, if drops continue, it could hinder the team's confidence and momentum. The mental game is just as important as the physical, and the Cowboys coaching staff is undoubtedly working hard to ensure their players are in the right mindset. So, what can we expect moving forward? Well, for starters, the team's focus will be on mental toughness, refining fundamentals, and building trust among players. Lamb's individual journey will be closely watched. His ability to stay focused, eliminate mental errors, and convert big plays will be essential. It's no secret that a confident Lamb can be a game. His ability to stretch defenses and make contested catches is unmatched when he's in the zone. But that confidence must be rebuilt, and that's exactly what the coaching staff is aiming for in these crucial weeks. The next few games will serve as a litmus test for the Cowboys' resilience and Lamb's mental strength. Will he let the drops define his season, or will he rise above and prove why he's considered one of the league's premier receivers? Only time will tell, but the signs are promising. Prescott's support, Schottenheimer's schemes, and Jones's unwavering confidence create a positive environment for Lamb's comeback. The NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint, and the Cowboys are still in the fight. In conclusion, this story isn't just about a comeback victory or a few dropped passes. It's about the heart of a team that refuses to give up, about players who are learning, growing, and fighting through adversity. Lamb's journey this season exemplifies that narrative full of potential setbacks and the opportunity for redemption. Cowboys fans, what you see in the coming weeks could very well define the legacy of this team in 2023. Will Lamb bounce back? Will the Cowboys capitalize on their talent and resilience? Stay tuned because the best is yet to come. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.